गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय मिष्टपाल परमहंस परिविगचर स्तोत्र शत श्री श्री श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस शील भजन शरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की जय इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य बीबीटी फॉर आचार्य विद होल वर्ल्ड विश्व गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavatyuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 10, Deliverance of the Yamalarjuna Trees, Text 42. Tat Gachatam Mat Paramau Tat Gachatam Mat Paramau Nalakuvara Sadhanam Nalakuvara Sadhanam Sanjataha Mayi Bhavaha Vam Sanjatu Mayi Bhavo Vam Ipsitaha Paramaha Abhavaha Ipsita Paramo Bhavaha Tadgachatam Mat Paramau Nalakuvara Sadhanam Sanjatu Mayi Bhavo Vam Ipsita Paramo Bhavaha Tadgachatam Mat Paramau Nalakuvara Sadhanam Sanjatu Mayi Bhavo Vam Ipsita Paramo Bhavaha. Any Matajis? Tadgachatam. Now both of you may return. Mat Paramau, accepting me as the supreme destination of life. Nalakuvara, O Nalakuvara and Manigriva. Sadhanam, to your home. Sanjataha, being saturated with. Mayi, onto me. Bhavaha, devotional service. Vam, by you. Ipsitaha, which was desired. Paramaha, supreme, highest, always engaged with all senses. Abhavaha, from which there is no fall down into material existence. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Bhajacharana Arvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. O Nalakuvara and Manigriva, now you may both return home, since you desire to be always absorbed in my devotional service. Your desire to develop love and affection for me will be fulfilled, and now you will never fall from that platform. Kali repeat the translation. O Nalakuvara and Manigriva, Now you may both return home, since you desire to be always absorbed in my devotional service. Your desire to develop love and affection for me will be fulfilled. And now you will never fall from that platform. Purport. The highest perfection of life is to come to the platform of devotional service and always engage in devotional activities. Understanding this, Nalakuvara and Manigriva desired to attain that platform, and the Supreme Personality of Godhead blessed them with the fulfillment of their transcendental desire. Text 43 is the last text of this chapter. I'll read it myself. Shri Shuka Uvacha Ityuktau Tau Parikramya Pranamya Cha Puna Punaha Baddholu Khalam Amantriya Jagmatur Dishamuttaram. Translation. Shukadeva Goswami said, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, having spoken to the two demigods in this way, they circumambulated the Lord, who was bound to the wooden mortar, and offered obeisances to him. After taking the permission of Lord Krishna, they returned to their respective homes. Thus ends the Bhaktivinoda Purport and translation to Canto 10, Chapter 10 of Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Kauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, O Nalakuvara and Manigriva, Nalakuvara, Tad Gachatam Sadhanam. Now you may return to your home. Tad Gachatam, you may return where? Sadhanam, to their home. But before that, the Lord has spoken some encouraging words to these twin Yamalarjuna priests, who were actually Nalakuvara and Manigriva, the sons of Kuvera. Those encouraging words are explained as thus. Mat paramau, because you desire Ipsitaha, because you desire mat paramau, to be always absorbed in my devotional service. Sanjataha. Sanjata means, proper translation, as being saturated with, or as always absorbed in. Mat paramaha, in Krishna's devotional service. So because Ipsitaha, Nalakuvara Manigriva desired to Sanjataha mat parama, become absorbed in Krishna's service, and Mai Bhavavam, And because you also desire to develop love and affection for me, that will be fulfilled. Mai bhava. And not only that, there is another promise. So Krishna has promised that your desire to develop love and affection for me, your desire to be always absorbed in my service will be fulfilled. And abhavaha, I also promise you that from now on you will never fall into Maya. You will never fall down from that platform of pure devotional service, pure love and affection for me. So some very important statements Krishna has made to Nalakura and Manikriva. So Prabhupada begins the purport by saying, the perfection, highest perfection of life is indicated by one who comes to the point of devotional service and always engaged in devotional activities. Always engaged, not intermittently, not once a while, always engaged in devotional activities. So here, Nalakura and Manigriva, if you see the earlier verses, it was said that they had nothing to do with devotional service or Krishna. It was also said Krishna also had nothing to do with Nalakura and Manigriva because they were not his devotees. They were not interested in Krishna like that. But here we see how the turn happened by the time this chapter ended. That they desired to develop love and affection for Krishna. And they all desired to be always absorbed in Krishna's service. How did this changeover take place? That is also explained. This changeover took place because Rishina Karuna Atmana and Anugraha Kritaha. It is discussed in text 40. Because Narada Muni became very merciful upon these two sons of Kuvera and blessed them and desired that they become devotees of Krishna. So Narada Muni showed a great favor upon these two sons of Kuvera. And because Narada Muni showed the favor, they also developed desire, like Narada Muni, to develop love and affection for Krishna. So pure devotional service or pure love and affection for Krishna can be awakened only when one comes in contact with a pure devotee of Krishna who also is in pure love and affection for Krishna. Otherwise, it is not possible to develop this state of love and affection for Krishna. Even if one may become a devotee, still to develop love and affection for Krishna is not possible by sadhana. It's not possible by sadhana. It is a gift or a blessing of a pure devotee of the Lord. It is a favor. The word is used by Shukadeva Goswami. It was anugraha kritaha. The pure devotee must favor. Then it is possible. One may even achieve liberation from material world. Liberation from three modes of material nature. Liberation from all karmas. Even that may be possible by sadhana. But love of God, love of Krishna, not possible. Unless consciously, only two people can deliver this. Krishna or Krishna's pure devotee. Only these two personalities can award love of God. What we say is Krishna Prema, it is not possible. By individual sadhana and tapasya and penance. austerities and penance. Not possible. You can imagine how much important role the pure devotee is playing in one's life. Especially if he desires to develop love and affection for Krishna. First of all, this desire only does not come. In this material world, conditioned souls, there is no desire for devotional service only. We have come to this material world to enjoy, independent of Krishna. And that is what Prema Vivarta says. Krishna bhuliya jeev bhogavancha kare nikatastha maya tare japatiya dhare. We have come to this world for the very reason, because we have forgotten Krishna and we want to forget Krishna. Why we want to forget Krishna? Because we want to enjoy independently without Krishna's sangha or association or company. We want to become the center of the company and everybody surrounding us. We used to have a picture. I think it's in one picture of a forest where Krishna is in the center and all the gopas are surrounding Krishna and having a nice lunch, prasadam, made by the gopis. All the mothers of the gopas, including Krishna. Because Mother Yashoda is also a gopi. So, Krishna is in the center and all the jivas are surrounding Krishna. And that is the spiritual world situation. But in material world, that place we want to take. We are the center and all around are the people around us. So that is our present condition. Our consciousness is completely occupied by oneself as the center of all activities, center of attraction, center of talk, center of discussion. Like we say, in English we use this word, he wants to be in the limelight. And it is very natural for the Baddha Jiva or conditioned soul. In every action, thought, word, deed, if you analyze very carefully, if at all you analyze, nobody analyzes. Nobody wants to analyze also, anyway. If at all you analyze, you will actually sense this. In every move, thought, word, action, we want to be the center, want to be recognized. Until this is thoroughly eliminated from our system, there's no possibility of developing love and affection for Krishna and all this. Impossible. So because of being preoccupied with so many such thoughts, even desire for devotional service does not arise. And forget developing love and affection for Krishna. It's a long way to go. That is why we can see even those who are religiously inclined and engaged in many religious activities, even to come to the point of Krishna also is very rare. That Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Even coming to the point of Krishna also is very rare. A lot of people are pious, they're in karma kanda or worship of devatas or into fruitive activities. It's karma kanda. Rarely people come to Vishnu. Rarely. Even if they have a lot of desires, they approach the devatas. And Shipram Bhavati Dharmatma. Elsewhere in the 7th chapter, Krishna says that the devatas, they fulfill the desires of the devotees very quickly. Very quickly. Therefore, they approach devatas. Generally, they don't approach Vishnu because Vishnu takes more time to fulfill desires. He does. Anyway, he is the ultimate boss. He does fulfill even material desires. Akama sarva kama. Moksha kama udharati. So, even if you are a person with sarva kama, full of desires, Vishnu will fulfill. But devatas are quick. Krishna has made it like that. So most of the time people approach devatas only. They hardly come to Vishnu. Hardly they come to Vishnu. Even they come to Vishnu, again they have material desires. Actually they are misdirected. Coming to Vishnu with material desires. But still better than going to somebody else than Vishnu for fulfilling one's material desires. That is what Bhagavatam says, Sutta Goswami says. Tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. So Bhagavatam recommendation is whether you have no material desire, akama, sarva kama, you are full of material desires, moksha kama, you want liberation. Either of the case, Bhagavatam recommends that you worship Vishnu only. You worship Vishnu only. Come to Vishnu only. Even if you have material desire, no material desires, or you want liberation, come to Vishnu only. Don't go to the devatas. Why? Logically, if you think, by going to devatas, my material desire is fulfilled faster. And with Vishnu, it takes time. Maybe he is the source. Okay. Mayaiva vihitan hitan. Krishna has told all of that in the Bhagavad Gita. Finally, what the devatas are blessing, their devotees also are approved by Krishna originally. There only devatas can offer that blessings. Otherwise, they cannot offer. Devatas can't be independent in showering blessings. They have to take the approval of the Lord in awarding anything. So logically, it seems that, okay, that procedure may be there, but it seems a sign of intelligence. It is wise to approach devatas because you can fulfill your desires quickly. So why should I approach Vishnu when my purpose is met with devatas? Why should I approach Vishnu then to fulfill material desire? What is the answer? Krishna only has made this arrangement. Go to the devatas if you want to fulfill material desires. Then I'll go. Krishna has told, I'll go. Krishna has told means Krishna has mentioned, but it is not his recommendation. But Krishna has created a channel for those who don't want to come to him. He has to make some arrangement, no? Just like sometimes a child may have some tiff, some kind of disagreement with the father, some kind of anger with the father, doesn't want to go to the father, but wants something. Father only has to give, no? Father only has to give. Wants one toy, wants one chocolate, wants one mobile. Some disagreement with the father. Doesn't want to go to the father. Ego issue is there. He'll go to the mother or go to uncle, go to somebody else. It's like that the Jiva doesn't want to come to Vishnu. Bhuliya Krishna Jeev. He's forgotten already. That's why he has left Vaikuntha. Come to this world. Giving up that wonderful association of the Lord. So Lord has to make arrangement anyway. So father will tell the mother, okay, he has come to you, you please give. It's a crude example. Like that Krishna has made arrangement through the devatas. Because you are approaching devatas, not Vishnu. So Krishna has made arrangement, okay, go to the devatas. I will tell them. So the Jiva does not know that what the devatas are awarding is actually what is actually sanctioned by Vishnu only. If you know that, you will become devotee of Vishnu anyway. You will not go to devatas. You will come to Vishnu only. Oh, my father only has made arrangement. Krishna only has made arrangement through the Devatas. Then why not go to Krishna directly? So, maximum one may come to Devata, if at all they are pious people. Otherwise, there are atheists also, who don't believe any authority, superior authority. That's the position of the atheist. Atheist's position is not that he is not believing God. Basically, doesn't believe authority system. Doesn't believe superior authority. That is the position of an atheist. Let alone the supreme authority, Krishna. He wants to be independent and live independently. That is the position of the atheist. So like that, the jiva has come to this world with that temperament. So, long way to come to Vishnu. And then develop desire to serve Vishnu. And then develop attraction to Vishnu. And then develop attachment to Vishnu. And then develop feelings for Vishnu. And then develop love for Vishnu. Long way to go. But because of Narada Muni, the sons of Kuvera immediately got that highest blessing. Highest blessing. Just like the other day, we discussed how Devahuti, the daughter of Swayambhu Manu, she was serving her husband, Kardama Muni. So a great devotee of Krishna, who has developed ecstatic feelings for Krishna. And Kardama Muni was always engaged in deep meditation on Vishnu or Krishna and developed ecstatic feelings. Then, once he offered his wife a benediction. And then, along with the benediction, he also said, because you have very faithfully served me, let me share the greatest gift which I can ever give you. And he gave Krishna Prema to her. That is mentioned in the Bhagavatam. Because Kardama Muni was a very powerful yogi. He is one of the ideal examples of a perfect Ashtanga yogi. Of a perfect yogi. And who was also developed desire for love of Krishna, affection for Krishna. So Kardama Muni considered that to be the highest blessing to his wife and highest gift which he can give to his wife. And he gave that. And he said, I desire that you accept this gift from me. And Devahuti also very gladly accepted from her husband this gift of Krishna Prema. It's very rare. Like Prabhupada always said in his initial lectures in the US, people don't even know God. What is love of God? People don't even know God. They have nothing to do with God. They are busy with so many things. Our own plans, our own desires, our own whole day is occupied. Whole life can run without God. People don't even know God. And here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Narada Muni and the Acharyas in the line of Narada Muni and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, in the line of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Acharyas, the Goswamis, they want to give Krishna Prema. See the contradiction. So therefore, if they desire, it is possible for us to receive. Only thing is we should at least agree to receive. That much we should do. Anyway, I cannot attain this stage by sadhana. See, Krishna Prema is a stage not attained by sadhana. It is not by sadhana. No. It is only by favor received from the pure devotee. It is to be awarded to us. So, to develop these kind of ecstatic feelings of love for Krishna is very, very difficult. You see, in the Bhagavatam, Kapila Muni describes the different stages or grades of living beings in this world and who is the highest. So he begins from the lowest category of living species. And he keeps gradually building up. Who is the highest in the rung? Let's see. So he says, living entities are superior to inanimate objects. So Jiva is superior to matter. That Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita also in the 4th chapter. The Jiva is superior to matter or inanimate objects. Oh blessed mother, he is telling his mother. And among them, living entities who display life symptoms are better. Some living entities who don't display any life symptoms at all. Like sometimes we say rock, it is a jiva. Does not manifest any life symptom. Lowest condemned species. So, better than them are jivas who display life symptoms. Then, animals with developed consciousness are better than them. Third, fourth, better still are those who have developed sense perception. That means there are jivas who don't even manifest sense perceptions. So low consciousness, dull. Then, among living entities who have developed sense perception means to be able to sense form, taste, some smell. There are some jivas who can't even detect smell. Hardly they can detect. Hardly they can hear. Hardly they can feel the sensations, feelings, sensations. So low in consciousness, very dull. Then, among the living entities who have developed sense perception, those who have developed the sense of taste are better than those who have developed only the sense of touch. Better than them are those who have developed the sense of smell. This is what I was trying to say. And better still are those who have developed the sense of hearing. See, even among the lower species, Shravanam is so important. Better than those living entities who can perceive sound are those who can distinguish between one form and another. There are species who can't even distinguish. See, there are so many sitting here. There are some jivas who can't even figure out. Like a cloud, It's like a cloud. Like a Brahmajyoti. All one only. So many people are sitting. Like Mayavatis, you see. Something like this category. They think everybody is one, everything is one. Arre? Looks like they are this category. They can't sense and make distinction between one form to the another form. So low in consciousness. So those who can't distinguish between jivas, forget Jiva and Paramatma. Forget Jiva and Paramatma. So low in consciousness. So better than them are those who have developed upper and lower sets of teeth. So some jivas don't have teeth also. And those who have teeth, they are much better, elevated, evolved species. And better still are those who have many legs. Some jivas don't have legs. Some jivas, referring particularly to the material bodies. Better than them are the quadrupeds, 4 legs. Better still are the human beings. But we have 2 legs. Animals have 4 legs. We have 2 legs, so we are better than them. So now Lord Kapil has come to the point of human being. Among human beings, again there is a division. It's not all the same. Not all human beings are the same. There's nothing like a classless society which people talk about, which is also bogus. And they also know. They also know. But they want to be the center of attraction by speaking some nonsense philosophy which is not true. And gain public sympathy, public attraction. While they also don't do anything to them. They can't do much to the society. Just win people's heart by false word jugglery words. So there are gradations of human beings. How everybody can be same? There are different qualities, different dispositions of the individual being. How can all be same? How can all be same? So many varieties of human beings are there. Different positions are there. Based on different karmas, how everybody can be equated on the same platter? Not possible. It is even wrong to do so. It is even wrong to do so. Somebody has put effort, somebody has not put effort. You want to equate both of them in the same platter? That is not fair. Somebody has studied and fared well, and somebody has not studied and has lost. You think both are same? Both should get the same mark? Somebody has worked very hard, studied nicely, and has got 90%. Somebody not studied at all for the exam, just straight goes to the examination hall. You think both should get the same marks? The effort should not be recognized? This is called classless society. Running in the name of socialism. This is totally wrong. So, among human beings, the society which is divided according to quality and work, means Varnashrama, is the best. Not by birth. The division not by birth, but by quality of the person and the kind of work he performs. Not all the same. Not all are doing the same job. Not all can do the same job also. A carpenter cannot do a scientist's job. A scientist cannot do a carpenter's job. They have their own work division. There's nothing high or low. It is a work division. Similarly, there are people with sattvic qualities. There are people with tamasic nature also. Not both are same. There are people who are highly passionate. People who are highly sober. People who are highly violent and mad in their actions. Not all are the same. People are very thoughtful before talking, before acting. People are completely thoughtless, whimsical, what we say, whimsical in their behavior, in their actions, in their thoughts, in their words. Not all are the same. How you say everybody is same? Classless society? No. Therefore, human society divided according to quality and work is the best. And in that society, the intelligent men who are designated as Brahmanas are best. The Brahmana is not a birthright. It is a position. You work for it, you can become. The parameters are there. You fulfill that, you can become Brahmana. It is not a community or a class. Anybody can become Brahmana. But you have to fulfill the qualifications of being designated as a Brahmana. As Narad Muni also explains in the Bhagavatam 7th canto to Yudhishthira Maharaj, what are the qualities of a Brahmana? There's a full chapter on that. Krishna also describes in the Bhagavad Gita 18th chapter what are the qualifications and qualities by which a Brahmana works. What are the qualities by which a Kshatriya works? What are the qualities by which a Vaishya works and a Shudra works? So Brahmana means, first of all, sense control, not senseless. Not senseless. Sense control. With sense, he does everything. A lot of thought goes into doing something. like we say, recklessly, whimsically. That's not Brahmana. He must be either Rajasic or Tamasic, not a Sattvic person. Brahmana is in Sattva Guna. Supposed to be in Sattva Guna. Then he is Brahmana. If he's not in Sattva Guna, he's not a Brahmana. Simply we don't designate somebody as a Brahmana by birth. He has to act and show that he's a Brahmana in action. Shamaha, Damaha. He should control his mind, control his senses. He should be austere. He should practice austerity, embrace austerity. He should like austerity. One who likes austerity is a Brahmana. One who hates austerity is a Shudra, not a caste. So apparently you might have taken birth in Brahmana family, but you get up 7 o'clock in the morning, he's a Shudra. Gets up 6 o'clock in the morning, he's a Shudra. Get up 4 o'clock in the morning, likes to get up 4 o'clock in the morning. He's a Brahmana. He may be in a Shudra family or a Chandala family, but he's a Brahmana in action. He wants to eat only Yagna Sishta, only food offered to Vishnu in sacrifice. He's a Brahmana. He may be from apparently another caste, so what? He's a Brahmana in action. But the Brahmanas who don't eat prasad at all, don't eat prasad at all, underline that, at all, and still they are called Brahmanas. They claim to be Brahmanas. How they are Brahmanas? How they are Brahmanas? The people who are apparently not Brahmanas, from some other community or caste by birth, but they're very attached to Krishna Prasad. You see our temple Sunday evening, how people flock, like herds flock. People say, no, Swamigale, 7:45 ಗಂಟೆ ಆದರೆ ಫುಲ್ಲು ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ತುಂಬ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಯಾರು ಇರಲ್ಲ. Great. They're all qualifying to become Brahmanas very soon. So we'll have huge number of Brahmanas in the world very soon. Huge number of Brahmanas and Vaishnavas very soon. Where will all this prasadam effect go? ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಅದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮಾತು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಯಾರು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬೇಜಾರಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸ ಅಂದರೆ ಎದ್ದು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. That's okay, doesn't matter. They're taking Krishna Prasad. By taking Krishna Prasad, the soul becomes purified and purified from the anarthas. He'll develop taste for hearing Vasudeva Katha after sufficient purification. That's why you can't sit for Vasudeva Katha. You see, how many will sit here? Cannot sit. It's a great science. We can easily see all these things. Who can sit for Vasudeva Katha? After sufficient purification, you can sit. So you can't sit. You'll become restless. Restless, the person will become. But if he enjoys hearing Krishna, that means he has made advancement in bhakti. If he can sit and relish Krishna Katha, that means he has made some advancement. Not easy. So it doesn't matter. So we have to encourage. Therefore, the acharyas have designed so many varieties of devotional engagements. Okay, you're not interested in katha? Okay, no issue. Nice kirtan is there. Variety, nice prasad is there. Nice deities, nice decoration. Varieties of engagement is there. Some people only come for service. They neither come for kirtan nor for katha. They like service. Straight they will go to prasadam hall to do service. Not for prasadam honoring, but they like to do more service. Even if prasadam is not there at the end, still they don't make complaint. They don't complain. Some people complain. But these people don't complain. They like service. Parvagila Prabhu. I have spoken many times with some devotees. It's okay, Prabhu. So many people have taken, we are happy about it. It's okay, we have no prasadam. Little we got, we are happy with that. So they like service. So it doesn't matter whichever route you come. Anyway, so like that. So they're all eventually qualifying to become Brahmanas, taking different routes. Then, so in the Varnashtama, actually in the Varna, the Brahmana is the best. In the Varnashtama, Sannyasi is the best. Anyway, here Kapila Muni talks about, as far as the Varna is concerned, it is the Brahmana who is the best. Then among the Brahmanas, see, among the Brahmana again there's gradation. Where the Brahmana thinks is the highest. Brahmana also there are gradations. Let's see. Among the Brahmanas who have studied the Vedas, where the Brahmanas who only put a thread, not study. They don't study Veda. They don't study Bhagavad Gita. They don't study Bhagavatam. This is Brahmin by birth. They will do the Sandhya Vandan and nothing more than that. They think they have done with the Brahmana work for that day. No. So better than that Brahmana is one who studies the Vedas. Then, among the Brahmanas who study the Vedas, one who knows the actual purport of the Veda is the best. Simply like a parrot, so many Brahmanas will chant mantras. So many mantras they know. Sometimes they criticize ISKCON devotees. Sometimes they criticize. All kinds of people are there in the society. Which is not true anyway. But sometimes that criticism is there. Sometimes they say, these ISKCON devotees, they don't pronounce things correctly. There's another criticism is there. They're stuck with pronunciation, stuck with data collection, parrot chanting. There was one pastime when Kaushalya Devi Mataji, she recollects that it was in Amritsar. So Prabhupada had come to India one time, and a lot of Prabhupada's disciples had come to India. And those days, Prabhupada's disciples, they were all Westerners actually, hardly any Indian. Among the 10,000 disciples of Prabhupada, single digit, if I am right, will be the Indians. You'll be shocked who have taken initiation from Prabhupada. Such an embarrassing thing. Anyway, that's a reality. So, Indians are not, they didn't take seriously Krishna consciousness. Due to whatever reason, anyway. We're not commenting, but just sharing the fact. So then, Yamuna Mataji, this Kaushalya Mataji, they were chanting some verses from Brahma Samhita and some few more Bhagavatam verses. So some of the Indian community, when they met Prabhupada, they just made a remark, oh, these people, they don't pronounce Sanskrit properly. A lot of mistakes are there. Later they passed a remark. Prabhupada became very angry. He said, you don't have 1/10 of their devotion also. And you're talking about that they're not pronouncing Sanskrit properly. You don't even have 1/10 of their devotion, he said. They've dedicated their life. What more you expect? Simply some parrot like Sanskrit chanting? With no heart, no devotion? Mechanical chanting? Where is the bhavana? They've given their life. "24 hours they're engaged in seva in the temple. What are you doing? Simply coming and making a remark, they're not chanting Sanskrit properly. What is this, Swamiji? You should train them properly." Are? Day in and day out, from morning Mangalarti 4:30 till night 8:39, they're serving the deities and working for the deities, not expecting anything. And they're foreigners, not even Indians. And you people are not joining the movement and supporting. And you're commenting on them. And you're saying they're not Brahmanas. They're all Shudras, some other community. What is this? You become very angry. So that is why it is the spirit which is very important. Consciousness. So one knows the purport of the Veda. That Brahmana is much better. Doesn't end there. Above that, Prabhupada goes, better than the Brahmanas who knows the purpose of the Veda is one who can dissipate the doubts when asked. And better than him is one who strictly follows Brahminical principles. No, these are all theoretical. Okay, he answers very nicely, explains very nicely. That's all fine. But better than him is one who's following Brahminical principles. So one may be lecturing. Following Brahminical principles, much better. Then better than him is one who's liberated from all material contamination. See? Better than him is a pure devotee. This is where Lord Kapila ends now. Better than a Brahmana who's even liberated is a pure devotee of Krishna. That means a Vaishnava who executes devotional service without expectation of anything in return from Vishnu or Krishna. I am not doing devotional service so that my food is taken care, my shelter is taken care, my old age plan is taken care, my health is taken care. He is not a devotee. He is not a devotee. The temple may arrange, Krishna may arrange, because that is Krishna's kindness, mercy. But that is not my expectation. That is not the spirit with which I come to serve Krishna. The facility may be there, but that's not my spirit and my expectation. Serving Krishna without any reward. It's the exact word Prabhupada used, without any reward. We all want reward, right? Very good devotee. Some patting we want. Oh, good. Good job. Very nice. Give a smile. Very good. You feel nice, isn't it? No such thing. Okay. For a neophyte devotee, it is needed. Prabhupada says that. So one nice pastime is there. Prabhupada said that of course, he was still in the context of book distribution, but then he after that made it in the context of a neophyte devotee or a Kanishta Adhikari, a beginner, neophyte, Komala Bhakta. His Shraddha is Komala, very tender. So he said, maybe in the initial stage of devotional service, it may be, I can probably use the word, maybe a good idea to give something in return for some achievement of a devotee. Suppose I've distributed some 10 books. Normally I distribute 10 books. One day you distribute 25 books. And you come and say, Prabhupada, I've distributed 25 books. Oh, great. Give him some sweet rice. Give him some rasgulla. He'll feel encouraged. Ah, very nice. So Prabhupada said to offer such kind of gifts or recognition or some prasadam or something like that, some recognition may be good for a neophyte devotee. Not necessary, but if there's a need, may be encouraged. But one should know that is not pure devotional service. He's a neophyte. Okay, you can encourage him. So, but a pure devotee is one who's not expecting anything from Krishna, neither praise, nor material facility, nor spiritual facility. Nothing. He just wants to serve Krishna for Krishna's pleasure. That is pure devotee. Therefore, he concludes Kapila Muni by saying, therefore, I do not find a greater person than he who has no interest outside of mine and who therefore engages and dedicates all his activities and all his life, everything unto me without cessation, no reservations. No reservations. See? Not something for me, something for Krishna. There's no trade there. This much for me, this much for Krishna. No, 100% for Krishna. 100% for Krishna. Begins with Karma Yoga, the lowest bhakta. It's called a materialistic devotee. Kanishta Adhikari. Materialistic devotee is lowest form of bhakta. The highest is without any expectation in return. But only for the satisfaction of Krishna, for the pleasure of Krishna. He is a pure devotee of the first order and who serves Krishna with love and affection. Takes it as a great profit. His profit is this: I have achieved Krishna's love. That is his profit. Not that how much I have saved, how much I gave Krishna is the profit he calculates. How much Krishna Prema I am able to develop and serve my Lord, that is the profit he calculates. Such a perfect devotee offers respects to every living entity because he is under the firm conviction that the Supreme Lord has entered the body of every living entity as Paramatma or controller. And he goes on. So, we can see this state Narad Muni conferred upon Nalakura and Manigriva immediately. And Krishna is saying, they will never fall down from this platform. So once you become a devotee of Krishna, there is no turning back. Krishna has made this promise. Here also we see, Bhagavad Gita also we see Krishna has told this. Many places. When you become my devotee, when you engage in pure devotional service, when you return back to me, there is no return back to this world. Yad gatva na nivartante tad dhama paramam mama. You come back to me, you will not return back to this world. Napnuvanti mahatmana samsiddhim paramam gataha. Na apnuvanti mahatmana. The Mahatmas or the devotees of Krishna, apnuvanti, after attaining me, they don't return to this world. Because, why? Samsiddhim paramam gataha. They have achieved samsiddhi, complete perfection. And what is that? Paramam gataha. They have achieved the supreme destination. That's word used here, mat paramau. Proper translation. Accepting me as the supreme destination of life. Achieve the supreme destination. They have achieved. That is Krishna Loka. So many places Krishna has promised that there is no fall down. Aham tvam sarva papebhyoh mokshishyami ma shuchaha. You will not fall down to sinful life again. I promise you. Do not worry. So many ways Krishna has explained. Mat aname bhakta pranashyati. So that is a great gift of devotional service. To develop love and affection for Krishna, and from which there is no looking back. And that protection also Krishna is offering to the sons of Kuvera and even to all the aspiring devotees. Therefore, our aspiration also should be like these sons of Kuvera, to be always absorbed in Krishna's devotional service. Why? Because Mat Paramau. He realizes that serving Krishna is the supreme destination, the supreme goal of my life, highest goal in my life. Each person has his own goal he fixes up, but if he fixes up Krishna as his supreme goal, he is the best and he is the most fortunate. Stop here. Tantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.